but it's close. He has the body for it. Honestly, like, as much as I want to say Bagley because I'm a Duke fan and I think he's going to be a stud, looking at the Bulls roster and if they keep it the same, you have to have someone who can be a playmaker. And I think Bagley would be competing with time with Portis, which the same build.
I think Bagley is the modern day power forward.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. I'm just thinking, I mean, when you think he plays a lot like Lamar Odom, and he definitely can be better than Lamar Odom. I'm not saying that's his ceiling or anything, but Lamar Odom was not,
Exactly.
NBA superstar. So, he was a good player on good teams.
Exactly. So to answer your question, I would probably go Porter, and unless Bagley shows me that he can be a 25-point-per-game scorer who can consistently hit an outside jump shot, because Porter can do that.
All right, go Bulls.
It's just so Porter, like again with Porter and Bagley, I just feel like they are. You have so much higher chance to miss with Doncic than you do with either of those two.
I guess I'm thinking like Steve Nash trained Dragic, and now Dragic trains Doncic, so it just goes down the line.
We don't know like what Doncic is really going to be in the NBA, and that's like kind of like the allure to him is like, well, he could be like this, but he could also be like this.
Right? No, I understand that. I guess we as Bulls fans, we need something like that can spark our team and someone who can distribute the ball because we don't really have that.
Well, it kind of reminds me of like the Knicks picked that kid from France this year. Was like I don't even know that kid's name.
Nick
Yeah, and like why? Like
just
I don't
call
understand.
him Frankie.
I don't understand why. Like you have Monk and you have
Kennard
and Dennis Smith who can do all the same things.
He can run the triangle, and then they fired Phil Jackson.
I know, but
exactly. But why
you
take
can
a player
teach someone
like
to run the triangle?
Exactly.
Like you don't have to draft someone.
They couldn't teach anybody for the last 3 years.
I know, but like if you're so dedicated to running the triangle, I would still try to go for the best talent on the board.
So it makes sense.
You know,
but you're trying to make logic of what the New York Knicks are doing.
I know that's true, but equating it back to the Bulls, like it makes no sense to take a chance on some foreign kid, whether he's dominating the EuroLeague or not. When you have two guys who are proven and they're going to play against the best of the best talent,
right?
It's just kind of a no-brainer to me to pick one of those two.
I'm honestly okay with any of them, but I was just curious what you guys' opinion would be.
All right, we're going back into NCAA. Who is the most overrated NCAA team?
This is my favorite question of all time because it's absolutely Kentucky, 100%, no doubt about it. Kentucky. John Calipari, I don't think is a good coach at all. I think
didn't their recruiting class kind of take a hit this year?
Their recruiting class is not that good. Like, okay, they're the number 2 recruiting class, whatever. But
they're always the number 1.
Exactly, they're number 1, number 2 with Duke. But
losers.
These guys, like, there's no studs on this team like there has been. Like last year, they had De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, Malik Monk, 3 ready-made pros. This year, they don't have any of those players. They have some one-and-done guys. The one guy is Kevin Knox, who is a smaller Porter. Like, is essentially the same player, but not as good, but he's close, and I wish he would have come to Duke.
Who are their top recruits? So you got Kevin Knox. They
have Quade Green, who's number 5 or number 6 point guard or something like that. Pretty good floor general, has some good court vision, but it's not all that. And they still have Diallo, who the kid that enrolled. Yeah,
no, the other one.
The other one?
Hami or whatever. He enrolled he enrolled last year in January.
I have no idea.
He enrolled in January, sat out the rest of the season, like the second semester, and then went to the NBA Combine and was told he wasn't good enough, so he came back. But I mean, he's pretty athletic, but I mean, he's not. I don't think he's anything special.
Where are they like projected to be?
I mean, they're projected to be the number 1 team in the SEC, but it's the SEC.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's really not hard when you have them in Florida. We're pretty much the 2 teams in the SEC that are good. So I think I just honestly think that Kentucky, especially this year, with the strength of the recruiting class, being Kevin Knox, and that's one player, he can't carry an entire team. And I don't think Calipari can coach and develop people the way he gets touted for it, just because he gets carried by the talent on his team.
He gets them all to buy into a system, though, which is actually pretty impressive to do among 17 and 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
Well, because it helps because he has so much like history. Like, if you buy into the system, you'll be the number 1 pick in the draft, like Derrick Rose.
Right. Yeah, no, I understand that. And this year they don't have the talent.
And that's just, it's not promised this year, honestly, with Bagley, with Porter, it's daunting. Like
they didn't get any of the top 3 guys.
No, at
which
all.
They usually do
at all. So I mean, I just think that this year, especially, I mean, it's going to be Kentucky. They're going to get ESPN coverage. They're going to like play 5 to 6 games on national television. But they're definitely overrated this year.
So you thinking are you thinking like the Julius Randle Kentucky Wildcats, who ended up doing really, really good in the NCAA tournament? Maybe not that, but their regular season was kind of like,
yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Probably. I definitely think these kids are not as mature as the Monks and the Foxes of old, and so they're going to take some time to get used to the college schedule. Like, obviously, they're going to play some cupcakes in the first half. And
where would you project their seeding by the NCAA tournament?
Project their seeding, I would put probably a 3 or a 4, maybe.
Okay.
You know, I mean, they obviously, I could be completely wrong, and they come together and go undefeated and have a number 1, but
it's not that hard in the SEC.
Exactly, very true. So I just don't see it happen. I say a 3 or 4 top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was the NCAA, our little ACC show.
Actually, I got one more.
Oh, he's got more.
I got one more thing.
Give to us.
I'm a Duke fan. I didn't talk about Grayson Allen.
Okay.
Is this a thing?
Take a few minutes.
We'll dedicate the next 2 minutes to Grayson Allen.
It's Grayson Allen. He's the best player in college basketball.
No, I hate Grayson Allen.
He's the best player in college basketball. It's so easy. I mean, with 85% of Duke's points being gone, this man's going to put up like 30 points a game.
And then cry and then get suspended.
Okay, he's not going to trip anybody.
Trip somebody.
He's a young kid.
He's not a young kid. He's literally the oldest guy on the court. He's literally the oldest kid on the court.
But also, I mean, his ankle was hurt last year. He's not hurt anymore.
Oh, so his ankle was hurt. That's why he's allowed to trip people?
Exactly. It makes complete sense to me. But I just think that this year he's poised for a great season. He's going to play himself back into a lottery pick.
That's bold.
His shooting is phenomenal. His shooting is, he can hit threes, like, consistently, more than consistently. He's a freak athlete.
I never denied his talent. I think he's really, really talented. He's just, like, mentally.
Yeah, but I think, we'll see. I mean, yes, it's been the past 2 years, but he's just a fiery guy. Like, you know, and if he can rein in the
he's
fire.
Like, but see, you can be a good fiery guy, like, and want to win and do anything to win, like Tim Tebow, and be, like, you know, a good sportsman.
I mean, he's a good sport for the most part.
And then Grayson Allen is, like, the opposite, where he's like...
He's a good sport for the most part.
He's like, man, I didn't win.
He tripped people in the game, not after the game.
I know,
it's fine.
How about when he throws a temper tantrum on the sideline?
Okay, yeah, that was a little much, but he might have just had a bad day. You never really know.
He failed his chem test.
Exactly. You know, like, he was a Duke is stressful.
He didn't even go to class.
Hey, he didn't go to Carolina. He actually goes to class.
Okay.
So, which is another thing. Never mind. We'll get into the Carolina thing another time. I can't believe they didn't get it punished, but that's for another day. So, yeah, Grayson Allen.
All right.
Grayson Allen, you got your time.
National Player of the Year. You heard it first.
There's our Grayson Allen. And, that was a little bit about the ACC. I learned a little bit. Hopefully you guys did too. I'm actually really excited for college basketball because, like, again, there's like 3 or 4 guys that I'm really excited to just see how they develop.
I'm pumped for Miles Bridges again. I'm glad he came back.
It's going to be
his third year?
No, second year. He is going to. That team is.
It's surprising that he went back. He was wasn't he like a projected lottery pick?
Late lottery, I think, though. So, and last year's NBA draft class was way deeper than this upcoming year's is going to be.
That Michigan State team is going to be ridiculous. They have Cassius Winston, who's another sophomore that's running the point. They're going to be good. They're going to be very good.
I'm excited for
quick pick for, I don't think we asked this. Quick pick for who's the NCAA champions.
Are we really going to ask him this? We already know what the answer is going to be.
Do you want my answer, or do you want the actual, like, the...
We all know your answer is Duke. But anyone not named Duke.
Not named Duke. I'm thinking Arizona. Just because I know, I'm sorry, Sean. I'm sorry. But or Kansas. Arizona or Kansas. Because Arizona has Alondre Trier coming back.
I'll cheer for Kansas.
He's good. And they also have DeAndre Ayton, who's the number 1 center.
DeAndre Ayton's really good.
He's phenomenal. And then Kansas has, Devontae Graham, it's like his 10th year in Lawrence. He's like Perry Ellis, who's always there. And they also have like Billy Preston, who's a new guy. So they're gonna be studs, and they play in the Big 12, so no one ever challenges them.
But is Arizona gonna be able to beat even ASU? Because we got 2 top 100 recruits this year. Watch out!
Hey, how about Arizona State football beating a top 10 team last week?
True. Hey, 2 top 100 recruits is better than DePaul.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, hold on. Rick Pitino paid the top recruit that DePaul was going for $100,000 to skip out on DePaul and go to Louisville. So we might get him back. It won't happen.
You're not
We might.
getting him back.
I know.
And then maybe in 3 years, ASU is actually going to be really good because we got Tyree Walker coming in.
There it is.
There you go.
Until he decommits.
Hot take. Yeah.
Until he decommits. So yeah, Arizona or Kansas.
All right. Well, that's been us. Hopefully, again, you guys learned something about the NCAA and ACC. If you guys want more shows like this, let us know. We're happy to bring Spencer on whenever he's available. Talk about NCAA hoops, which is starting soon. So, Trevor, what are your thoughts?
I learned some stuff about the ACC today. That's exciting. But yeah, we'll definitely be bringing Spencer back because he knows a lot more than we do about the NCAA. I'm excited for the NBA to officially get started with all the teams playing now. So that'll be exciting, except for the Bulls. But we'll have the
No, it's exciting for me for the Bulls.
Well,
every loss is going to be really exciting.
we'll
for
have
me.
the package. I'm gonna give I'll probably watch 4 Bulls games before I give up by the end of the year.
Oh, so the NBA so this happens every single year. If you didn't know this, the NBA package is usually free it is free this year.
October 17th to the 24th.
Yep. So for the first week, get on those games, watch them up.
Yep.
And then if you do decide, $30 a month, not that bad.
It's not too bad.
All right. Well, Trevor, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at the T-Barbs. It's on the Twitter page. We have it on the Completely Biased page. And then Spencer, where can they find you?
Man, well, first I want to say thank you for having me on. This was fun. I don't get to talk. I get to talk sports all the time, but not like this.
To himself.
Yeah, there's not really Duke fans around. So, but Twitter, Spencer Ford 2. Let me know. I tweet a lot about Duke and the Patriots.
If you have any Duke questions, Patriots questions.
Oh yeah, send them my way.
Or JJ Redick questions.
JJ Redick. I have a Sixers JJ Redick jersey. No, I think I'm the only one in the world.
Sixers JJ
I have a
Redick?
Sixers JJ Redick jersey.
So you have Duke,
Yep.
Orlando.
Yep.
Do you have Milwaukee?
No, I can't find a Milwaukee
You have
one.
Clippers?
I can't. No, they don't have those anymore. But I
Not
have
a real fan.
I have a Sixers JJ Redick jersey. What are you talking about
You're
right
not
now?
even a real fan.
Oh, how about we ask him real quick since he's a fake Sixers fan? Are they going to win over under 42.5 games?
Oh, over, dude.
Oh my
100%. 100%. Yeah,
Okay, so this is why Vegas is the number up there because you have people like Spencer oh yeah, they're going 50 games.
Yeah, that was not a projection. That was totally to get people to bet the over.
My second tweet right now on my Twitter page is JJ Redick. So,
of course
it is what it is.
All right, guys.
See you later.